It can be frustrating to enter formulas correctly in cells. I often forget part of the formula. Then the formula breaks and the cell shows an error. The Formula AutoComplete feature helps me avoid errors by giving me hints about how to build the formula. Let me show you how this works with the sum function, which is a pre-written formula for totaling numbers. I click in cell C6 and then type an equal sign to let Excel know I'm entering a formula. I follow this with the letter S. As I type, a scrollable list of all function names beginning with the letter S appears next to the cell. I don't see sum yet, so I type the letter U to narrow down my choices. Ah, there it is. To close the list, I double-click Sum. Excel automatically inserts the first part of the formula in cell C6, which consists of the function name and an opening parenthesis. Under the cell, a screen tip shows me how to write the formula. Looks like I need to add information, called arguments, that tells the sum function what to add together. The screen tip tells me that at least one argument is required. It's not in brackets. The next argument is optional. This argument is in brackets. The ellipsis tells me that I can add more arguments. If I have questions about a function, I can quickly access a relevant help topic about it. This really comes in handy for some of Excel's more complicated functions, the syntax of which I can never remember. Okay, back to my formula. To add the first number, I click cell C2 and then type a comma. The screen tip changes as I build the formula. The bold text shows me the part of the formula that I'm currently working on. To continue building the formula, I click cell C3 and then type another comma. See how the blue and green values in my formula match the blue and green borders of the cells? This color coding helps me see what's happening with the formula. To finish up, I'll add 2 more cell references to the formula, C4 and C5. When I press Enter, the screen tip disappears, and Excel shows me the calculation results in the cell. And look, it added the closing parenthesis for me. I'm always forgetting that. Let me show you another useful autocomplete trick. This time, instead of clicking in cells to build the formula, I'll create and use a defined name, which is an alias of sorts that represents a range of cells. Names always appear in the Name Manager dialog box. Using a defined name, I don't have to click as many cells when I create my formula. To define a name for the actual expenses in my budget, I select cells B2 through B5, and then call that range of cells Actual Numbers. Now I can work with all those cells as a single argument in my formula. To start my formula, I select the cell where I want the total to be. As before, I type the equal sign, followed by the letters S and U. Then I double-click the sum function. This time, instead of clicking in a cell, I type an A and a C. And sure enough, there's the name Actual Numbers, right there in the list. Because Actual Numbers is a name and not a function, it has a different kind of icon. That makes it easier to see in the list. To use the name in my formula, I double-click it in the list. Now I just press Enter. Excel completes the formula for me, adds the closing parenthesis, and totals the numbers correctly in cell B6. If I want to check the formula, I can view it in the formula bar. Formula AutoComplete makes it easy to enter formulas correctly the first time you try. I've shown you examples using sum, which is a simple function. You can experiment on your own with more advanced functions. Be sure to pay attention to the screen tips. If you want detailed information about the function, or just want to see examples of how to use it, click the function name to quickly open a help topic.